So the UFC did a very long and unneeded wait countdown for a video for them to announce some fights that they easily could have tweeted, but it's all good. We forgive the UFC because the fights are pretty good. So obviously I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm keeping real MMA. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. I'm doing this from my security office. I still got like an hour left until I finish work, so decided to do it now. So yeah. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So obviously the main event. We'll start with the main event. Obviously these are for the April cards. Well, essentially the fight that got announced, the main event, obviously Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya 2, the rematch booked for April. Well, it's the fight we knew it was going to happen. We know what's going to happen. Obviously, I don't like to go too much into detail on these types of fights until we get closer to the date, and I make a separate video. And then when I break it down on the card, that's when I get really into detail. So I'm going to keep it as vague as possible. But yeah, it's a good fight. Obviously, it's the one that needs to happen. It's technically their fourth time fighting each other, second time in MMA. So yeah, in my opinion, I think Alex Pereira is going to go 4-0. I think he is going to win, beat Adesanya for the fourth time again. Obviously, he beat him twice in kickboxing, once in MMA, and I believe he's going to beat them again. There's multiple factors going into this, but I'm just going to say power, longevity, and the fact that now he's used to a crowd. And I just believe ultimately that he is the better striker. So yeah, I think Alex Pereira is going to get it done by KO again. I think he's going to get it done in the 5th round. Yeah, while banking most of the rounds. Obviously, he was on his way to winning the first before he got rocked against Izzy. Yeah, he was on his way to winning the round before he got rocked by Izzy. He was clearly winning the round. The second round, in my opinion, he easily won that. The third round, he was easily winning that until he got taken down. Well, he didn't get taken down. He went for a trip. Izzy reversed it. It was decent grappling, but yeah. So Izzy never officially took him down. But yeah, anyway. The 4th round was very close. You could edge it to Izzy, but like it was very close though. So it would have been like 2-2 going into the 5th if, obviously the first round didn't happen and, in the second round. But, no, second round, third round. But, yeah, so Izzy was obviously going up 3-1. And the 5th round, Alex Pereira was very much comfortably winning the 5th up until the knockout. So, yeah, I believe he's going to knock out Adesanya again. I believe that he's too much for Adesanya. He's in, and you've got to think about the mental of Adesanya now. Second time he's been knocked out by him, and he's got to fight him again. And this time he's going to just fight a more improved fighter who's going to improve their grappling more in this short period of time. It's going to be Alex, now that he has Glover, who's retired now, officially, coming over and putting full time into him like he said he would. So I got Alex Pereira by KO in that fight. Obviously I'll go more into detail as the fight comes closer to April, but yeah, good one right there. The next one is the co-main event of that card got announced, Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal. Now, that is a good fight. I didn't fully expect it. I was hoping more for Colby and Burns or Colby and Hamzat, but like I wouldn't have minded a Colby versus Burns. But I'll take a Masvidal matchup. This is the most winnable fight in the top 5 for Masvidal in my opinion, just based off a stylistic matchup, but I am still going to pick Gilbert Burns. I'm going to pick Gilbert Burns by submission, and I know he only has 1 submission again, but it's still against Neil Magny, who's still a very good fighter, man. So, but yeah, I am going to go with Gilbert Burns by submission. I think, he showed against Magny that he's willing to go for the takedown. Masvidal has very good takedown defense, contrary to belief. Obviously, I know he got taken down a lot by Colby Covington, but like I said, man, Colby sets an insane pace and probably is one of the best, maybe second best or best wrestler in the division, you know what I'm saying? Alongside Hamzat. So, it's expected, man, do you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, Jorge's got great takedown defense, man. People don't even realize that shit. But yeah, he's going against Burns, who's got the submission threats. But Masvidal does have great submission defense. He really does. But I'm still going to go with Gilbert, man. I think the takedown threat, the jiu-jitsu is going to be a bit, make Jorge think a lot more. And I think it's going to get him clipped, It's just one of those situations where it's like, okay, I see it going this way, but, it can go either way. But this is 100% the most winnable matchup for Jorge Masvidal in this division. I mean, think about it this way, right? He's already lost to Colby, he's lost to Usman, right? I think in a 3-rounder, I think he can beat Leon, but I think in a 5-rounder, he gets torched. I think Bilal Muhammad ruins him. I think Hamza Chimaev definitely ruins him. Colby's already ruined him. And I think Gilbert Burns is also going to beat him. And I think he actually will, like, it won't be that competitive of a fight, like too competitive, but I think it'll be a lot more competitive than it would be with the other top 5. Just simply off of the fact is that, based off of styles, it's a very close fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a very close fight. If to me, who's the best matchup, best stylistic wise against Hamzat, is Gilbert Burns, and you could see how close the fight was. I think Gilbert obviously lost, but he did extremely well in that fight and showed great toughness and really went for it. You know what I'm saying? And Gilbert Burns has been very active. Don't forget, Masvidal hasn't fought since Colby. Colby hasn't fought since then either. But you know what I'm saying? He hasn't fought, and it'll be like 13 months. Once the date arrives, he's 38 years old, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those, but he's got a solid chance, but I'm giving it to Burns here, man. But yeah, Burns is the best matchup for Hamzat, obviously. I think Colby can beat Hamzat, but I don't know. Bilal Muhammad also can, but I don't know. So yeah, it's just one of those situations, but 100%, man, I'm going to go with Gilbert Burns in this one. I truly think he'll get it done, and yeah, I think it is still a good matchup for Burns, though, even though is the best matchup for Masvidal, if you get what I mean. And yeah, obviously the third fight announced then was Kevin Holland versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. Now this is a good fight. Good fight. Kevin Holland's now fighting a guy who, I don't know how to put it, he's fighting a guy who's not going to try and take him down again, but not as good as a striker as Wonderboy. Now, obviously, he had Wonderboy hurt in the first round, Holland did, and couldn't quite get him out of there. Wonderboy showed a great chin, even at his age. The problem with Holland is he got overzealous, and the thing is he showed too much pride just trying to outstrike a kickboxer with a 50-odd record, and it's just not a good look. He had Wonderboy down on the ground. He could have easily just stayed on top of him and rolled out the round, but no, he decided to just get back, standing back up. So yeah, it was entertaining, no, don't get me wrong, but I want to see Holland win some fights. Do I think he could beat Santiago Ponzinibbio? Yes, because Ponzinibbio's chin is deteriorating a little bit. He is getting a bit older. And not to say like he's chinny or whatever, man, but he has been chinned before. Obviously, he got chinned by the leech. So, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those fights where it's like, it's a very close fight. So, yeah, I do think Holland could get it done. I think he could get it done by submission after hurting Ponzinibbio, because don't forget, Holland has those really long arms, fucking stupidly long arms, and it's hard to time him. He's very tall as well, so he's got a good reach on the kicks. It's one of those situations where I feel like if he plays it smart, then he can do it. Like, I hope it's not like a Chandler situation where you're banking on Chandler because he's dead. But stylistically he can win this fight, but then he goes full retard mode and then just loses because he doesn't have no fight IQ. But no, I don't think Holland's one of them fighters, man. I think it was just pride when it came to Wonderboy, but I don't think there'll be any pride against Ponzinibbio, man, because, well, Ponzinibbio isn't a Wonderboy type striker. You know what I'm saying? He's a great striker, don't get me wrong, and got really good power in his hands, and this is what Holland needs to watch out for, the power, because his power's ridiculous. But at the same time, he's still not a Wonderboy on the feet, but he has much better grappling than Wonderboy, so he can use it. But I think Holland will be prepared for that. He'll be more prepared to fight a MMA fight, not just try to stand and bang with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he will stand and bang with him because Ponzinibbio will be willing to do that probably, but it'll be more of an MMA aspect to it. So he'll be expecting maybe if he hurts him that he'll try and shoot a takedown on him. And I think Holland will be prepared with those dark chokes, with the guillotines or the rear naked chokes. He'd be ready for that. So I don't mind Holland's chances. I might pick him for that fight, but I'm not sure. But I probably will. So yeah. Though that's the MMA news reaction. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. I know it's kind of a quick video, but trying to get it all done. So I'm just gonna take this opportunity to say thank you all so much for the support. Run up my other videos, by the way. Views are going up a bit, so yeah, let's just continue that trend upwards. So yeah, anyway guys, I really appreciate all of you coming through, and I try to stay as active. I'm trying to stay as active as possible, and hopefully 2023 is my most active year, because obviously I started this channel 2022 like 5 months ago, 6 months ago. So this I'm gonna try and get even more active this year, and yeah, let's just get straight at this. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Keep It Real MMA. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.